The pain is so not worth when you can stop 5 minutes, or 2 minutes out of your time. It's not worth what I'm going through. It's not worth what any of these parents who lost their children's boarding buses are going through.
The Bartholomew County Sheriff's Office is stepping up patrols near school buses to protect students going to and from school.
This after a 16-year-old girl was killed boarding the school bus. This is not the first deadly incident at a bus stop in central Indiana in recent years or even this month. There have been 4 school bus crashes injuring or killing students in the past month in central Indiana, just weeks into the school year. This map shows where those crashes happened. WRTV's Stephanie Wade speaks with families who have experienced such loss and what they're pushing for tonight.
Bartholomew County Sheriff deputies are out in even greater numbers watching for stop arm violations and people driving dangerously near school bus stops. It's a push these deputies are taking seriously after a 16-year-old high school student was killed just days ago after a driver failed to stop while the school bus stop arm was out.
Blown away. It's amazing that it's still happening. Even after a catastrophic event.
A loss no family wants to experience.
Lily was on the ground and they were doing CPR. That's where Lily was.
Terry Burbrink lost her daughter Lily Strevel last Monday when a driver hit her while boarding the school bus and drove off.
Someone hit her and ran, and that's what they do. They run.
You think about it every time you're following a school bus. You're like, oh man, please God, don't let this happen again. Please let everybody be paying attention.
It's something that sticks with these Bartholomew County Sheriff deputies as they increase patrols near school buses.
I'll be 10-7, school bus detail, no checks.
We drove along with Deputy Robert Cooper.
I'm out in a marked car. There are other officers out in unmarked cars. There could be 1, there could be 2 different deputies following a bus. You don't know.
As he follows different bus routes, watching for stop arm violations.
People have got to slow down. People have got to start paying attention. That's the problem, is everybody's in a hurry. Everybody's in a hurry.
When he does pull someone over for failing to stop when the flashing lights are on and a bus is coming to a stop to let a child out or on.
That is the most common answer. I wasn't paying attention, or I'm sorry, I was in a hurry. And then I ask, a hurry for what? And I always ask before I write a citation, what is the emergency? I'm late for work. Oh, you're in a hurry because you're late for work.
These kids are dying for no reason. No reason.
Brittany Ingalls' 3 children were killed nearly 3 years ago in Fulton County when a driver there also failed to stop when the kids were boarding the bus.
These 3 kids died because somebody doesn't want to stop or take some time out of their day, and to see it continuing is just awful, gut-wrenching.
3 years without her 6-year-old twin boys and 9-year-old daughter.
She wiped out half of my family. I was a family of 6, and now 3 are gone.
She says we all have to do better.
We all have a part to do in it. We have our part as a driver. We have our part as a school bus driver, as a parent. We have our part as law enforcement and these judges.
Ingle pleased with the increased patrols, but calling for even stricter enforcement and legal ramifications, showing drivers if you put yourself ahead of the safety of kids, you will be punished.
I just feel like I need to use my platform and my voice to hopefully prevent this from ever happening again. But I have definitely something to look forward to when I leave this world.
Stephanie Wade, WRTV.
Stephanie, thank you. The increased patrols are all part of the state's Stop Arm Violation Enforcement Program, or SAVE Blitz. Bartholomew County joins more than 200 departments across the state that are participating in this year's SAVE Blitz. As part of the effort, deputies will continue to work with bus drivers and school transportation officials to identify areas where high visibility patrols are needed the most. During the spring campaign, more than 5,600 citations and 1,700 warnings were issued. Of the citations, 251 were for stop arm violations, 309 for texting while driving, and an alarming amount, nearly 1,900, were for speeding. Here's what you need to know when you're driving in the presence of a stopped school bus. On a standard 2-lane road, vehicles traveling in both directions must stop for a school bus that has its stop arm extended. On a multi-lane road that doesn't have some kind of barrier, vehicles traveling in both directions must stop. On a divided highway, vehicles behind the bus must stop, but vehicles traveling in the opposite direction can proceed with caution.